All right, so a lot of my life, and this story kind of, has been about me. And I can trace it from the beginning from breastfeeding to having my hand held on the first day when I went to kindergarten, to going to middle school, my parents moving somewhere actually. We actually originally lived around Princeton, New Jersey, in Hopewell, New Jersey. And then we moved to the Bay Area, which has, depending on where you live, very inequitable public education. And we didn't quite have the money for private school, so particularly trying really hard to find a house where me and my two brothers, who are both twins, could go to a good public school. And then throughout high school, obviously like I took an SAT class. It didn't help, but still all about me, all about getting me somewhere. Where I could, I think, help people. I feel. I think that they wanted me to have good morals, but they also wanted me to have skill sets. They wanted me to have an education. These things that aren't necessarily meant to help other people, but they can be used to help other people. But it's been a long way coming, and it's still kind of about me. And that's what I felt about college still, because despite my coming here and immediately thinking, oh, I'm going to major in sociology, I'm going to do something that's immediately oriented out towards the public, and I'm going to do so much for the world in all these different ways. I had really vague ideas of what I would do for the world, like kind of just images flashing through my head of me giving a hand up to someone else. It's almost propagandic images, actually. There's no specifics here, but eventually I got more and more into my studies here, and I mean, I was really digging sociology. I loved social theory. I loved reading Marx. I loved reading all of these people. But it was still kind of, if it wasn't about me, it was about theory. It was about something very insular, very ivory tower-ish. And I still kind of wanted to branch out to something much more public, something that not only used whatever little skill I had, but the skill of a discipline, or just learning something from somewhere where I could go out and help others. And I took a class this last semester called Public Sociology with Professor Josh Whitford here. And a lot of it was kind of about that debate, about how kind of pushing against like a scientific positivism, or like the ability of social scientists to be objective, and kind of I think implicitly encouraging people to go out there and get involved in some way. Maybe not using your knowledge, but to at least become involved as an activist. But I don't know, for me, still having my interest in research, becoming involved as like a public sociologist. And I would not consider myself a sociologist. I am a student, but kind of becoming like a public sociology student, someone who's like looking to apply what they learn outside of the classroom. And I hadn't really thought about how I'd do that. I wanted to do it somehow. I emailed someone from Student Worker Solidarity this semester, and they're one of my best friends, but they never got back to me. So, I mean, I was actually, and I emailed another friend who was involved in the gentrification thing, but I was a day too late for their rally. So kind of all these missed chances to get involved publicly in some way, and I'm just itching for it. And I'm expecting I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to email a bunch of people, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing. And I was really pleasantly surprised and flattered, actually, that I actually got an email from someone else, associate professor at that, Adam Reich, sent me an email, just seeing just seeing like, just like, are you interested in this? We're doing this project, and I was. I was kind of at a turning point there still. I had to make a choice because, yeah, I was interested in the project. I went to see him. It sounded super cool. It sounded something like I was not only academically interested, but I could really get behind, because I have uncles who work in construction trade, and they're non-unionized. And I see them making not very much, and their inability to support a family. But I still kind of had a choice to make, because it was either that, or it was like, oh, I'm going to go to China, I'm going to improve my Chinese language skills. And it was kind of like a question of like, how long should I be building this instrumental knowledge for that I'm picking up here in school? Like, am I going to be like a theory? Am I just going to build it forever and ever to increase the predictive qualities of it until it's perfect? Or am I going to go out there and like actually try and do something? Am I going to admit that I'm not going to be able to have all the answers? And so I decided, yes, I'm going to do the Summer for Respect. I'm going to help out Walmart workers. I'm going to learn a lot from Walmart workers. I'm going to apply whatever small amount of knowledge I know. But, you know, I think it's important ultimately because, I don't know, because it's been a long time. It's been a long time of just me, and I kind of want to focus on others for a bit. So, yeah.